Hello Pisces! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gendron Tarot by Melanie Gendron. On the top here is the website, usgamesinc.com. Some more information. Feel free to freeze frame if you want it, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Whispers of Love is a new deck I'm getting used to here, which I'm finding some really good answers that... The very beautiful artwork, it's the interesting answers that come from it that are very intriguing to me. It's by Angela Hartfield, artwork by Josephine Wall. And there are some websites here. I want to say it's Blue something. Let me see. Blue, something to do with blue, I'm pretty sure. Where are you? Blue Angel. Blue Angel Online. So if I can just feel free to freeze frame on that if you want any. It's right in the middle section under the published part. Okay, so feel free to check that out if you want to check that out. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Pisces. I've been using this deck a lot lately. I've just kind of realized, but it's still a good deck. I think it's a really good deck. It's one of my favorites, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Okay. This is interesting. It's something, whatever the subject is we're dealing with, the other person, it feels like for most of you it's a person. It could be a job thing, just to be fair. Doesn't seem like they're totally happy with something. I almost want to, I'm a Pisces too, so I'm trying to be careful. Like, is it happy with you or is it happy with something else? I'm almost feeling like they're distracted. It may not even be you it may not even be you. But they're unhappy with something. It's the Eight of Cups. But I don't see somebody leaving because I'm noticing this person sitting here, and it really kind of affects me on this card. They're just kind of like, this feels like stagnant water over here too to me. Like, things can't stay this way forever, but it's like they're thinking about what they want versus what they have. They're not centered on the abundance that they're currently a part of. They want something else. They're not centered on you. But I almost wonder if it's coming across as if it is. They're very like caught up in something that they want. And the question is, are they going to go forward and get what they really want? Is the Chariot going to move forward that way? That is a version of that Chariot. To kind of go forward and get what you want. More of a self-fulfilling situation. The thing is, whatever's going on, the question is this a temporary moment, or is this going to actually cause some change? They have to figure out what they really want. They're going through the moment where they really have to figure out what they really want. Now, if this is a job situation, I just feel like you're getting caught in the middle of something. If it's a job situation, it's like you're caught in the middle, and you're trying to fix it. Maybe you have too much faith in this person. That's interesting. Because sometimes that's a reality of life. Not everybody has the best of intentions. And maybe, anyway. Just take it with a grain of salt. Because it's weird. It's kind of like what's really coming. What is this? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. This is what's not working. I almost feel like maybe you're believing in this person a little too much. And it's kind of like the foundation here is not seeming to... It's almost like we're believing in the foundation of a house, but the foundation maybe isn't what you thought it was. It's kind of looking at like a cellar, thinking everything is perfect and stable, and then all of a sudden there's a crack, and you're like, what? What's that about? And then you're finding out that what it's actually laying on is not stable, and maybe the way it was put up just looked like it was secure, but it's not as secure as it was originally interpret it as. Something here is not very stable. And maybe it's like they're saying, don't look at it like it's like as strong as you think it is. Be careful about who you believe in. This is this deck coming in. It comes forward very nice, but the images really pull me into another level of like what they're really trying to pull across. Because this person, it's got a lot of thoughts going on here. A lot of things they want, and they're trying to call something in. The thing is, they need to be more dedicated. There's a conflict with them. There's a definite conflict with them. I'm going to actually roll the dice on this because there's a definite conflict within them. It's not that they don't know what they want. It's just they don't know if they want to go get it. Something like that. The Devil card comes in again. And then the Eight of Cups again. Okay. They're doubling down on this. The Deceiver is the Devil in this deck. And the Eight of Cups. I don't know if I was showing this, but the card I'm going to show you in a second is the one that's really kind of like, it doesn't look as pretty. It doesn't feel as pretty as it looks. I feel like that's what I'm going to try to say here. It's be willing to express love. But what I'm really getting, see, I'm not really caught up in the words. I'm more caught up in the image. And I feel like they're deciding if they want to call in something that they really have been wanting, but maybe it's not in their best interest to do so. And they're really trying to mull over if what's in their best interest, what do they really want for themselves. It's really about them. Whatever this is, it's really about them and them deciding what they really want to do. I feel like what they're saying for this reading for you is your focus kind of would do better to shift, kind of like to also see it for what you want, but then get more of a truth perspective. Kind of like Pisces can be extremely loyal. But when you realize somebody's not loyal to you, that changes the whole board, changes the whole game. And the question is, do you feel like you're getting the cold shoulder? I'm not big on the words of these images. I really like the images, but I'm not so much on the words. It says receive with love and appreciation. But like this, how do I explain this? I went on a date years ago, and I remember sometimes I get excited if I really like somebody and I talk a lot and I talk about a lot of different things. And that person, like, I think we were like 10, 15 minutes into the date and they yelled at me. They were frustrated and they just like, can you just stick to one goddamn subject? And I thought to myself, apparently not. But I didn't get upset in that moment. But I immediately realized that this person was not anywhere near a match for me. And that was the gift of receiving the snowflake for me. It's kind of like, this is a cold stop, and it's a gift. Kind of like before I went too far with this person, before I got to know them, and before we really started not liking each other, like the highlight was there right in the first date. Like, this person just can't deal with me. And I just, when I get excited and I talk really fast and I talk about a lot of different things, they're just not going to be there for that. They just hate it. They literally yelled at me on the first date. So it was a gift. I saw it as a gift. Now, I've had this happen later on, getting to know people when you know them for a few months, and then all of a sudden, maybe you decide you like them, but then they say something to where they make it clear that the type of person you are, they're not really compatible with that. The gift of that, again, even if it happens months later, is to realize the truth and to not waste your time on something that doesn't serve you. To like not condemn somebody as a bad person, but kind of like make that judgment, if you will, that this is not something that should be in your life. This does not, work with your life. This does not match in. This does not shuffle in well. And seeing that as the gift, because I'm getting receive with love, but I feel like that's what it's saying. You're receiving the truth here, and it's that snowflake, and it's kind of like it's a little cold, and it's seeing it for what the value truly is, and appreciating it in the sense of like, well, at least I know the truth, and at least I can do something with the truth. It doesn't mean you have to make harsh decisions quickly, but it also says with the Temperance card, keep an eye open, move forward accordingly, and make sure you maybe distance yourself from this connection a little more. Take it with a grain of salt. You decide what's right for you. But it may be the time to start distancing yourself from this connection and kind of reevaluate where you're going in life and what you want in your life. It's time for you to make long-term decisions, because this person, even if it's a work situation, it seems like there's somebody connected to this. They're showing you what's real here, how they really value you, and how they're kind of considering other options constantly. I feel like this isn't a new thing. Doesn't mean you have to make any harsh decisions in 2 seconds, but start angling yourself in a different direction. Start thinking about what you need to do to change your life so that you can be happier. Because if somebody's not going to value you, I don't know, especially for Pisces, I feel like it's a fruitless fight if we try to fight to make somebody see our value. I just feel like if they can't see it, then they're not going to see it. Other signs do different things. But for Pisces, I just feel like it can just be very draining trying to prove our worth to somebody else. If they can't see it, maybe this is the wrong connection, even if it's work. This is a blessing. You have a lot more abundance you could have in life. Sometimes to get that greater abundance, you got to clear out what's not working. Again, it doesn't have to happen in 5 minutes, but start making up your mind so you can go towards some better success for you. I would just, because I see that success card, and even though my own readings don't usually hit for me, but I'm just like, what exactly are we talking about here? Because it feels like there's money involved, but maybe not. 9 of Pentacles, no, maybe not money, but something you love. 9 of Cups and the Lover's card is backing this up. So for some of you, if this is talking about a romantic relationship, I feel like what they're saying is, you know what? Maybe you're used to something that's operating at a 4 to 5 level, and we're on a scale of 1 to 10. You need something that's much more, like you've worked through this. What maybe used to be higher in the past, but this has worked itself down to a 4 to 5. It's like living at a 4 to 5. You need to be living higher on that scale. You deserve better. You need to start moving towards it. By making this decision too, you become more self-sufficient. You become stronger. The stronger you are, the more love you can get in your life, the more joy you can get in your life. It's time to make this decision. If this reading is hitting with you, let's just be fair. Like, if this reading doesn't sound right to you, then it doesn't sound right to you. But if it's linking in and if it's clicking, it's kind of like it's time to make those decisions. It's not the time to let society tell you, well, that's the best you can do anyway, so just stick with it. I don't do that. I do what I want. If I want to go forward, and if I don't like what I have, everybody else might like it, but I'm like, what's not working for me, I change it. I've done that with jobs. Like, I've had some good jobs and made some good money, but like, if I'm not happy with life and it's just making me sad all the time or unhappy, I'm like, well, the money might be good, but my life isn't, so this isn't going to work for me, so I need to make changes. And maybe that's what this is about for you. Other people may be like, no, Pisces, stay there. We're comfortable with you there. If you're not comfortable, you need to change. Take it with a grain of salt. There's better things out there for you, and I feel like they're saying it's time to make those decisions. The Lover's card and the 9 of Cups, I feel like whatever you want, the more self-sufficient you become, the more self-sufficient you become, the stronger you will be. If you want a relationship, it'll be a better relationship, more balanced relationship. If you don't, I just feel like whatever it is you're going towards, it'll be more under your control, more success, more true energy around you that is more supportive rather than putting up with. I feel like we get that as Pisces sometimes. We have to go and gravitate towards the more supportive energy and not put up with the energy that's just kind of putting up with us, if that makes sense. If we don't match and they don't really want to be around us, we need to change that energy. We need to be aware of that too, if you're hitting with this, as always. I feel like I keep needing to say that because I feel like somebody's arguing with me. It's very strange. But wherever that goes, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.